Welcome back, fellow web creators and entrepreneurs. In this tutorial, I'm going to cover how to apply transitions between video clips in Adobe Premiere. To kick things off, I've added a couple of clips to my timeline which I'd like to add a transition between. Before doing anything, I'd suggest dragging this bar down here to zoom in on your timeline, so it makes it easier for you to work on your clip. Okay, the easiest way to apply a transition to a cut is to right-click on the cut and click Apply Default Transitions. This will add a cross dissolve to your video and a constant gain to your audio. But should you not want the constant gain on your audio clip, simply select the constant gain transition and press the delete key on your keyboard to delete it. Now when you playback your transition, you'll see that both clips cross dissolve. If you want to change the duration of your transition, simply hover over the end of your transition and drag it out to your desired length. Now your transition will be longer. One problem you might run into is when you're working with clips that haven't been trimmed yet. If you try to apply a default transition, you'll end up with this error message. The reason for this error message is because Premiere does not have enough extra clip to apply the transition to. You can ignore this message and click OK. It will continue to apply the transition, but it may not look optimal. All you need to do to fix this is simply trim the beginning of your second clip, then trim the end of your first clip. Connect the two clips together and reapply your transition without any problems. Okay, next let's say you want something other than cross dissolve as your transition. To do that, let's go over to the effects panel. If you can't find your effects panel, simply go up to Window and select Effects. In the effects panel, expand your video transitions to find a transition that you like. Then to add it between your clips, simply drag your transition over the cut between your two clips. And there's your transition. Keep in mind you can also right-click on the transition in the effects panel to set it as your default transition if you'd like to replace the dissolve. Next, if you'd like to see some advanced settings for your transition, simply click the transition on your timeline and then go up to Effect Controls. In here you'll see a transition preview. You can change the direction of your transition by clicking each of these little triangles around the preview. Now if you play your transition back, you'll notice it swipes in from the top left. One last issue you might encounter is when you drag your transition onto the timeline, it might land on the wrong side of your cut. If this is the case, simply click your transition, go up to Effect Controls, and under Alignment, click Center at Cut. And this will realign your transition onto the center of the cut. And that's it for this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.